Minimalism might be too extreme for me, but there are still some good things that I can take from minimalism and that I can use in my own way.
Hello guys, and welcome on my channel. I'm so glad that you're back on my channel to see another video. And if you're new here, my name is Catherine and I just make videos about being unapologetically me. So videos that I find fun and interesting. So if that sounds interesting to you, please remember to like this video, comment down below and subscribe. And going into the video today, I'm going to be talking about minimalism without extremes. So I'm going to be talking about how we can take the good things from minimalism without making it extreme. I have made another video where I talked about why minimalism wasn't for me. And you can go and see that video if you want to. I'll leave it in the iCard and I'll leave it down below. But what I've realized since I've made that last video is that minimalism might be too extreme for me, but there are still some good things that I can take from minimalism and that I can use in my own way, so it still benefits me. So it isn't that everything about minimalism is bad, it's just for me the general advice that is given about minimalism is too extreme. And extreme minimalism for me, that might be that you have no furniture, or you don't have enough plates or cups for guests, that you only have plates and cups and cutlery for people who live in the home, so you only have one set of each for each person that lives in the home. That's too extreme for me, because you had to do the dishes all the time, and it would be really weird having guests over and saying, oh, we don't have a plate for you, you can eat off the table. That's too extreme for me. But extreme minimalism for me is also when people let other people tell them how many items or things like clothing they should have. You shouldn't go for a certain number of items, you should just have the items that benefit you in your life and that you like wearing, for example, if it's clothes we're talking about. So I'm going to be talking about what I don't agree with in minimalism, and I'm only going to be talking about some of the things I don't agree with. I think it's really important that you get to know yourself, and I think it's alright if you once in a while make mistakes purchase, because that's just something we do along the road to getting to know ourselves. But I also think it's really important that we reflect when we make these mistake purchases and reflect over why it wasn't the right thing for us. But I think normally minimalism makes us feel bad about these mistake purchases, or makes us feel ashamed about them, and we shouldn't be ashamed about it, because we're all human, we all learn along the way, and we all have to get to know ourselves. And one of the things that we will make along the way is mistake purchases. For example, if you want to try some new food out, it's really great trying new things out, where you might find you don't like the food. And maybe you'll waste some food, but that's just what happens, you know. You have to get to know yourself. And that should be alright also. Exploring and getting to know yourself, because that's really what life is about, that is getting to know yourself. Because you are the only person that you can really rely on, because you are the person that is going to make your life great. That's your own duty, and as part of that you have to get to know yourself, to know what works for you and what you like and what you dislike and all that. So I don't agree with minimalism makes us kind of feel ashamed when we make this mistake purchase, because it's totally normal. And there are things that I don't use that often, but that really makes my life easier. So I sincerely disagree with the statement that if you have something you don't use enough, you should get rid of it. Honestly, I think minimalism creates so much waste, because a big part of minimalism is the items you have and getting rid of a lot of items. More minimal. Minimalism is also about a state of mind, but a lot of it is about the things you have, and therefore by decluttering you create waste, because there isn't always gonna be people that want the stuff that you don't want anymore, and there isn't always gonna be things you can't donate. Sometimes things are in bad shape and you can't donate them, and even if you do donate them, you don't know if they will end up in landfills that environmentally friendly to declutter. Then I want to talk about what I think some useful things that we can take from minimalism, or that I think is useful for me at least. One of the things is being grateful for what you have and finding out that you don't always need the things that you want, and finding the point where you have enough things in your life where you don't need any more things. And if you're grateful for the things you have, you also start craving other stuff that you don't have less, because you can live with what you have. So I think that's a great thing that minimalism talks about. And I think it's also a great thing to declutter the things that you will actually never use, because I think a lot of people can have guilt about things that they never use and they can't see a purpose for. For example, I have put on some weight, so I cannot fit into my pants anymore. And if I would have that lying around, I would just feel ashamed every time I looked at it, because I feel like, oh, I put on weight, and then feel ashamed about that. So I think it's really great to get rid of things that you cannot use and that does not have a purpose, and that cannot have a future purpose either. So I really agree with that, because then at that point it's just clutter if you can't use it for anything, if it isn't something that makes you happy. And my advice, if you're a person that is trying minimalism out, is that I think the most important thing you can do is just take what you can use from what other people tells you about minimalism, or what you read about minimalism, and make it into your own, and just take what you can use and don't necessarily do what other people are doing. Do what fits you, and take it slow, and don't become too extreme, because if you become too extreme you might regret it. I became too extreme in minimalism, and I have definitely regretted it, and I have ended up buying some of the things that I got rid of back. So it's just important that you're really true with yourself and don't copy what everyone else is doing. Copy what you know is right for you, and if you make mistakes along the way, it's alright. We are human and we learn from our mistakes. But yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed some more of my thoughts about minimalism, because again, it's all about balance, and we should not become too extreme, and we should just take what we can use from everything in life. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all the 35 subscribers I've gotten. It really means a lot, and I really hope you're going to enjoy some of the videos I make. I'm going to make videos about, again, the topics that I want to on this channel, so if you stick around, I hope you stick around, either because you really like the topics that I'm talking about, or that you like me as a person. I'm trying to be authentically me on this channel. I hope that you can also be an authentic version of yourself in your life. And I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye guys.